You'd love to have more clarity and insight in your life, right? More aha moments on the daily. You ever feel stuck, like you're not sure exactly what's holding you back and you don't know where to take your next steps? Well, free writing can help you out with that. Get to the bottom of your blocks. What is free writing? Basically, it's just a timed writing exercise where you're writing without editing. Some people use free writing for getting creative ideas, for getting past writer's block, for writing novels, poetry, songwriting. And other people use free writing as kind of a daily exercise to look inwards. It started with a guy named Peter Elbow. He was working in schools and he realized that students were so blocked, so held back by rules that they couldn't write at all. So he started a movement where he had the students write without any judgment, without any editing. And he started seeing big improvements. It's kind of like if your conscious mind was a bouncer and you slide him a $100 bill and he goes and kicks rocks for a while, or you go hang out at the subconscious club and you can just basically write and get a bunch of crazy ideas. What I like to do most is pose a question on what's blocking me. And for things like talking in front of the camera, I wouldn't have been able to get in front of the camera a couple years ago at all. There's no way I would have done it. And I couldn't tell why. Every time I wanted to do it, I started getting this icky feeling. I was like, nah, I'm not going to get in front of that damn camera. I started doing free writing and I started noticing that I was tying my sense of self-worth to the outcome of my projects. I knew that my first videos were going to be crap like this one. And I knew that my first videos were going to be horrible. So I didn't want to get in front of the camera and do it. I'm sure you have goals in your life that you want to work towards. And maybe there's something that's been keeping you stuck in your life, something that's making you procrastinate. Well, free writing is a tool that you can use to get to the bottom of what's causing that procrastination. It's letting you know what's happening on your subconscious level, what's happening on the inside. What kind of materials do you need? Basically just need a notebook and a pen, or any kind of paper, pen and pencil. I like these fast writing pens. What are these? Friggin' Uniball? Yeah, the Uniballs are the best. I really like the Uniball. And a timer or your phone. And basically you just set that timer for 5 to 10 minutes, especially starting out. You don't need to go more than 5 or 10 minutes. I like to start with a prompt. You don't need a prompt. You can just start writing. But if you have some kind of idea or question, it's always good to start with a question. You can write the question down. I like to circle it. And then you just write. You don't think about what you're writing. You just write, and then you take a look at it later. And you'll just write until that timer goes off. What are the rules for free writing? Basically, there's no rules that you can find in an English class. You throw those rules out the door. You're not worrying about your handwriting. You're not worrying about your grammar. You're not worrying about if it makes any sense at all. You just write until that timer goes off. And if you feel like you're being blocked at any moment, or you feel like you don't know what to write, you just write nonsense. You can write curse words. You can write whatever the hell you want to write. Sometimes one question will lead to another question. I write that question out and then I keep on going with it. And I keep on going with it until the timer goes off. And by doing this, you're bypassing the subconscious mind's filters. You're going to get at some really good stuff. My favorite part is going back later and underlining or highlighting the stuff that really sticks out. I'll go back and I'll read over things and I'll be like, wow, I didn't even remember writing that. And I never would have really thought about that. That's the awesome part about free writing. You're going to come up with daily revelations. You're going to come up with such good information about yourself. And free writing is best if you use it with self-hypnosis. So you use free writing to get at the nature of your blocks, and then you use self-hypnosis to start putting in affirmations or suggestions on repetition to your subconscious mind to make those big changes. When you use free writing with self-hypnosis, you're basically getting to the cause of the problem and then you're fixing it, you're changing it. You're doing the rewiring in your subconscious mind. Now imagine 90 days in the future. You're doing free writing on the daily and you're using self-hypnosis to correct any kind of blocks that you have. You're going to wake up to a completely different life. You keep this up for 90 days and you're going to wake up feeling like you finally come home to yourself. Right after watching this video, set your timer for 5 minutes. Start writing on something that you want to know about yourself. Let me know in the comment section how it works out for you.